Hi guys, and welcome to Completed It Mate. This week I am doing another retro random review, only this time it's not so random. As it's Sonic the Hedgehog's 25th birthday this year, I thought I would do a video dedicated to him. So I'm going to be talking about a game that really had a huge impact on my life, and that is the first Sonic the Hedgehog game. For me, Sonic is the most iconic video game character. I feel that most people would probably say Mario, but for me, Sonic is just something extra special. For one of my birthdays, I think I was maybe about 5, I was given a Sega Master System 2 console. My parents bought the console and my granddad bought me a game to go with it. That game was Sonic the Hedgehog. Up until that point I had an Atari 2600, so when I played the Master System for the first time, it blew me away. I could actually make out the detail of the character that I was playing. For the first time I could see a character's eyes. I could see his eyes, I could see him wagging his finger in that opening title sequence. I could see him fold his arms over and stamp his foot if I'd walked away from the console and left it for a little while, as if to say, hey, I'm waiting. Until that point, I thought that computer games were just coloured blocks arranged in a certain way to resemble something. And I think they pretty much are to this day. I think that's how computer games are still made. But the coloured boxes are very, very tiny. There are millions of them, and they come in pretty much any colour that exists. So let's take another trip down memory lane and remind ourselves how brilliant Sonic the Hedgehog is. First, I want to talk about the story of the game. As always, I did some thorough research by going on Wikipedia. Almost all the games in the series feature a blue hedgehog named Sonic as the central player character and protagonist. The games detail Sonic and his allies' attempts to save the world from various threats, primarily the evil genius Dr. Ivo Eggman Robotnik. Robotnik's aim is to rule the world. To achieve this, he usually has to destroy Sonic and acquire the powerful Chaos Emeralds. The first Sonic game was released in 1991. Even though I was only about 4 at that time when the game was released, I was surprised to learn that I am actually older than Sonic. As far as I'm concerned, Sonic has always existed. I have no memory of a time before Sonic the Hedgehog. It's a side-scrolling platform game where your main weapons are bouncing and running. The levels are all built around the fact that, for some reason, Sonic is super fast. I think it might have something to do with the shoes that he wears? Is that right? I've got this vague memory of the fact that his shoes are special. So most of the levels consist of hills and loop-the-loops. It adheres to the traditions of platform games of that time. Every 3 levels or so you come across a boss, and to defeat that boss you have to hit it 8 times. Have I just made this up? But wasn't it always the rule back then that if you hit a boss 8 times, specifically 8, then you defeat him? Have I made that up? Throughout the game you collect rings, and they're a lot like Mario's coins. The rings are slightly more useful though, in that if you have 1 or more rings, it sort of acts like an extra life. If you bounce on a spike or an enemy hits you, the rings sort of fall out of your body, and instead of dying, you get a chance to recollect all those rings. If you have no rings, however, you do lose a life. So collecting the rings became very important. You also pass through these sort of balloon checkpoints. Back in the days when you couldn't save your progress, these checkpoints were pretty handy and, to be honest, necessary. A side mission of the game is to collect the 7 Chaos Emeralds. You get these by performing well in a level, and then you jump through a giant ring as you cross the finish line. You're then warped to a strange maze that circles around to try and disorientate you. If you make it to the centre of the maze and burst through the shield, you earn yourself an emerald. Luckily enough, for the purposes of this video, I got to capture footage from each of the different zones. Not by being good at the game, but by using the level select cheat. We all know it. At the top of the title sequence, you press up, down, left, right, A and start at the same time, and then you get to pick whatever level you want to play. When somebody showed me this cheat, I couldn't believe my luck. So this game also introduced me to cheating, which is a part of gaming. And I'm sad to see that it's frowned upon these days, and developers pretty much just leave them out. They don't bother with putting cheats in the games. Cheating is a part of gaming. For example, the Grand Theft Auto cheats. They make that game 100 times more fun. The Sims cheats. How fun is playing The Sims when using the money cheat? Once you've raced your way through all the different levels, you face Dr. Robotnik for one final time. Which I have to admit, considering is the final boss, is like really easy. What's not easy, however, is collecting all of those emeralds. So if you have completed the game and collected all the different crystals, leave a comment, let me know, I want to hear from you. So that's pretty much it for me this week. I hope you enjoyed my love letter to Sonic. If you did like it, give us a little thumbs up. That's important, apparently. But before I go, it is giveaway time. And I've got one of these. It's a mini Mega Drive console. You can play all your old Mega Drive cartridges, plus there is 80 games included, including Sonic. To be in with a chance of winning this, you must subscribe to this channel, tweet and share this video, include me in the tweet, include the hashtag #CompletedItMate. Thank you so much for watching and your continued support. Please make sure you comment. I read every single comment and I try to reply to as many as I can. I would love to hear about your thoughts and experiences with Sonic the Hedgehog. Please subscribe, please like. I'm off. Adios.